Friday Night SmackDown turned absolutely electric this week as The Miz, one of WWE's most cunning and controversial superstars, made headlines for all the wrong reasons. In a shocking moment that left the WWE Universe gasping, The Miz viciously attacked Carmelo Hayes and left him sprawled on the canvas after delivering his signature skull-crushing finale. The incident, which took place after what was supposed to be a showcase of mutual respect and competition, quickly spiraled into a brutal display of ego, pride, and manipulation, reminding everyone that The Miz may be a veteran, but he's still one of the most dangerous men on the roster when his pride is wounded. The build-up. Experience meets ambition. Heading into SmackDown, the WWE Universe had been buzzing about the scheduled segment featuring The Miz and Carmelo Hayes. The self-proclaimed A-lister had made it clear that he was tired of being overlooked in the era of younger stars and demanded the spotlight that a legend deserves. Meanwhile, Carmelo Hayes, the fast-rising sensation from NXT, had been gaining momentum with his smooth charisma, lightning-quick offense, and confident mellow don't-miss attitude. When WWE announced that both men would appear face-to-face in the ring, fans expected a fiery war of words, but not the explosion of violence that would follow. As SmackDown opened, the camera panned to The Miz backstage, adjusting his designer sunglasses and smirking into the lens. "Tonight," he said, his voice dripping with arrogance, "I remind everyone why I've been must-see television for over a decade. Carmelo Hayes may have talent, but I have something he'll never learn: star power. And tonight, I'm going to teach him how this business really works." The confrontation. Respect turns to rivalry. Later that night, the lights dimmed and Carmelo Hayes' theme hit. The young superstar strutted to the ring with trademark swagger, soaking in the cheers. The crowd chanted, "Melo, Melo," as he grabbed a microphone, grinning from ear to ear. "Let's get one thing straight," Carmelo began confidently. "I respect what The Miz has done. He's a legend in his own right. But times change. This isn't Hollywood anymore. This is SmackDown, and this is the Melo era." The crowd roared in approval. Moments later, The Miz's music blared, and the energy in the arena shifted instantly. He walked to the ring in a tailored suit, smirking like only he can, soaking in a mix of boos and cheers. Once inside, he circled Hayes like a shark. "Cute speech," Miz began. "You remind me of me 15 years ago, young, cocky, hungry for fame. But there's a difference between wanting the spotlight and being able to keep it. You think a few chants and flashy moves make you the future? I am the blueprint of WWE success." Carmelo didn't flinch. "Blueprint?" he replied with a smirk. "More like reruns." "You've been playing the same character for years, Miz. It's time someone rewrote the script." The crowd gasped at the verbal jab. The tension was palpable. Miz's smile faded, replaced by that familiar scowl, the same expression fans have seen countless times before, right before he snaps. The explosion. The Miz strikes. Just when it seemed the two might shake hands and settle their differences respectfully, The Miz extended his hand, a rare gesture of apparent sportsmanship. The crowd applauded as Carmelo hesitated, but ultimately reached out, and that's when the trap was sprung. The Miz yanked Carmelo forward and smashed him with a sudden knee to the midsection. The arena erupted in boos as Hayes doubled over in pain. Miz threw him into the turnbuckle, pounding him with vicious right hands, his face twisted with rage. The commentators shouted over the chaos, "The Miz has lost it!" as the assault continued. Hayes tried to fight back, catching Miz with a quick enzui-giri that sent him stumbling, but the veteran's cunning prevailed. In one fluid motion, The Miz countered a springboard attempt and locked Carmelo's arms behind his head, then drove his face first into the mat with a devastating skull-crushing finale. The thud echoed through the arena. The crowd gasped in disbelief as Carmelo lay motionless on the canvas, his once confident expression replaced by pain and shock. The Miz, breathing heavily, knelt beside him, straightened his tie, and sneered into the camera. "Welcome to the big leagues, kid," he spat. Aftermath, silence, and shock. Medical officials rushed to the ring as the Miz casually slid out, his trademark smirk returning. Fans booed relentlessly, some even throwing drinks toward the ramp as Miz walked backstage shouting, "I told you, I must see." Meanwhile, Carmelo Hayes was attended to by referees and trainers. The camera zoomed in on his face, dazed but defiant. Even in pain, Hayes mouthed the words, "He's gonna regret that," before being helped to the back. It was clear this rivalry was far from over. Backstage, chaos continued. The Miz was confronted by WWE officials demanding an explanation. "He disrespected me," Miz barked. "You don't step into my ring on my show and act like you run this place." "I built this empire long before Carmelo Hayes even learned to lace up his boots." Later in the show, commentary teams provided updates, revealing that Hayes had suffered minor head trauma but was expected to recover. Still, fans couldn't shake the image of The Miz standing tall over the fallen rising star, a snapshot that instantly went viral across social media. The WWE Universe reacts. Within minutes, the internet exploded with reactions. "Classic Miz, can't stand when the spotlight isn't on him." "This is just the beginning of something huge." "Carmelo Hayes deserves revenge." Even current WWE superstars chimed in. LA Knight posted a sarcastic tweet. "The Miz still thinks it's 2010. Yeah." Meanwhile, Montez Ford wrote, "You don't disrespect the new generation like that." Melo's got next, but Miz fans had their own take. "That's vintage Miz, teaching these kids some respect." The moment divided the WWE universe, setting the stage for what could become one of SmackDown's most talked-about feuds of the year. The fallout, the A-listers' warning. As the show drew to a close, cameras caught up with The Miz once more. Standing outside his locker room, still dressed in his suit, he addressed the WWE universe with chilling calmness. "You can call me arrogant, you can call me ruthless, but don't ever forget, I'm a survivor. I've outlasted everyone who thought they could take my spot. And Carmelo Hayes, he's just another name on the list. I'm not done. I'm just getting started." The message was clear. The A-lister wasn't here to share the spotlight. He was here to take it back.